balls. So this 2 anniversary thing, everyone's talking about it. We are going to be diving into spoilers in regards to the alleged leak. I say spoilers just in case, you know, some people might think it's true and you don't want to know, but whatever. So just warning you, we're going to talk about that leak stuff. But yeah, people are kind of freaking out about this because it looks like it's insinuating at something. But 99% of what seems implied is just our imagination. Dokkan misdirects all the time. Dokkan does things, and it seems like a 4D chess move, when in reality it is a 0D chess move, meaning it's just brain dead. There's no thought to it, it's just a thing, right? So how can we interpret this image? Well, honestly, I don't care about any of the leaks. Also, you guys know I am the biggest Universe 7 nerd, all right? I love Universe 7. It's my favorite category. They're my Avengers. I love Royal Blue Vegeta. I would love nothing more than to have another shot at Royal Blue supremacy during an anniversary. We won with the 6th anniversary, sort of. Definitely UI was better, but Royal Blue was good, and his EZA made him better, okay? Then we also had, you know, what happened last year, or not last, yeah, last year, okay. I would love a shot at redemption, okay? Even if whatever this means or doesn't mean, I feel like people need to understand it doesn't matter what the unit is. If the unit's crap, it's over. It could be a Vegito. People will be happy, but then he sucks, and then it's over. It could be a Yamcha. Nobody cares, but he's good. Now everybody's happy. That's kind of what happened with Mercenary Tao. Mercenary Tao, nobody cared. Dragon Ball, nobody cares about Dragon Ball. Okay, whatever, dummies. But he was good. And now suddenly everyone's like, oh, I wish I had Mercenary Tao. Okay. So if the unit is good, that's all that matters. If it's Royal Blue, if he's good, that's what matters. My heart cannot handle another Royal Blue anniversary shaft. Can't do it. Can't do it. So if they are actually going in that direction, I feel like they can't possibly screw this up. Also, if you consider the year that has been Dokkan, all right, if you consider what Dokkan has been like over this last, I would say 6 months, maybe even more. I mean, since the 10th anniversary, it has been a pretty good run overall in terms of characters, right? Like, I think they've all been pretty decent. So opening the next year, following their biggest year ever with a bang, would be a pretty good idea, especially considering they gave the amount of quality and love that they did to like some animations along the way, like the Trunks and where is that? Where's that banner? Right here. The Trunks and Gohan one. Just in terms of animations, like, I just think they are not going to mess this up, no matter who it is. Honestly, I don't think this means anything, because if you look at just regular Dokkan assets, you'll see the same weird background. In fact, let's go look through their various media posts. All right, right here. I mean, there's the blue background right there. So has Royal Blue Vegeta just been sitting in front of us this whole time? No, because this has been a thing for virtually every Dokkan Now special. It's Goku waving high with the stupid blue background with some sparkliness, whatever, with Dragon Balls everywhere. Means nothing. Like, this really just means nothing. So I feel like people are making something out of nothing, but then again, there's nothing to do. So of course, that's what people are going to do. And yeah, I just think that there's really not much else to it. I think it's because of the discussions from the alleged leaks that people are now obsessed with that. But then again, let's play devil's advocate. They have not done this before, I don't think. I don't think that they have teased something coming with just 2 days left. I think they've made it longer. Like for GDC, I was looking back, GDC started with 7 days, and this is where the infamous global thing happened. And also, I've been seeing my edit doing the rounds, and I just keep forgetting I really should be watermarking my stuff. When they did this whole global Dokkan campaign thing right here, I made a gerbil Dokkan celebration just to mock their stupid typo. And I've seen that do the rounds, and I really wish I'd watermarked that more. But this was 7 days. Normally 7 days is about where they start. They did 10 for the 10th anniversary for the countdown stuff. But in general, on Twitter, it's been 7. So the fact that they're starting with 2 does interest some people, and it does seem exceptional. Could it be hinting at some sort of a, you know, two-way sort of unit, a reversible exchange? Sure, it's possible. But I really just don't think it's worth thinking that. because we've seen this design, we've seen this whole gimmick before, and it just doesn't mean much. It really just doesn't. Besides UI and Royal Blue, I honestly don't know what else I could see here because the brain rot has just kicked in so hard. Speaking of, for those of you who are not aware, let's go back and revisit. By the way, let me also start the revisit by mentioning again, this is not the person speaking for the person with the insider info, the French content creator. This is a representation of what was said, and to my knowledge, this is not exactly 100% accurate representation. I said this a little bit towards the end of my first video discussing it, so I want to make sure people understand, don't shoot the messenger, and also don't go after the original person, because this is not all apparently correct in terms of its totality. But the gist is that one of the alleged characters from the 11th anniversary was set to be a reversible exchange, Royal Blue, not saying that stupid name, and MUI Goku. I cannot possibly think of another combination that fits blue and silver. I just can't. I just cannot. If you can, let me know. I can't even make this about Zarbon. Zarbon's green. Like, there's no, I got nothing. Actually, you know what? Gamma 2. Gamma 2 is blue and he's AGL, I guess. You know, he's got a blue cape. That works. God, where's my boy? Where's Agent 007? I hate you guys so much for that. This is all I see. And you know what? I'm okay with a redo on this. I heard something interesting through the grapevine that this could have potentially been a reversible exchange. Because I think people, like a lot of people were talking about last year how the reason why this 6 LR arrangement was a bust for some people, aside from the fact that couldn't afford to summon too much or whatever, was that the quality overall of some of the characters appeared to be lower. Like the Vegito, good. Gogeta, good, right? But then you start to hit the next tier after that, right? They should have all kind of been around the same tier. This guy is most decidedly not on the same tier. So some argue that they didn't have enough time to develop. I am not a developer. I can't speak to it from experience. I don't have any knowledge on the subject, but in my opinion, if you're going to embark on such an endeavor, you shouldn't screw this up. But some people are kind of thinking that it was a screw up because they just bit more than they can chew. And this was originally supposed to be a reversible exchange. So what if this actually was a redo? Maybe, you know, maybe. And this could somehow redeem this character as well as introduce a new version, a new twist on the Tournament of Power. Because again, I don't think we can go any further from where we are now. Like, newer characters, we have beaten a dead horse in the worst way possible with Universe 7. We have had arguable miss after arguable miss. I'm not going to say it is a full miss. Some people will say this guy sucks. Some people will say this guy sucks. Some people will say every unit on the category sucks. There are redeeming qualities of these characters, but they are not universally renowned. And that does speak to an issue with this category. So where else do you go other than introducing reversible exchange characters to sort of right the ship? So if we are trying to repair a category, this is a right move. If they are going to redeem the travesty that was the 10th anniversary with this by giving us an actual reversible exchange that fits this and that retroactively makes this better, I'm all for it. And again, goes back to my original statement. If the unit is good, who cares? Who cares? I know most of you guys who watch my videos are of a similar mindset, but obviously everyone has what they want. They have their opinions on which characters they want. People don't like Daima. I understand. I respect it. It's your opinion, you know? Like, you don't have to like what I like. It's totally fine. But I think the most important thing people need to make sure they understand is if the unit is good, that will definitely compensate for what it is, right? Saiyan Saga needs the work. I've seen people say Saiyan Saga can't carry an anniversary. I would argue that is BS, because if the unit is good, who cares? Who cares? We are seeing, it's like the quirk singularity theory. Every generation, quirks deepen and mix, and they get stronger. Every year, characters get better and better starting point abilities that age better. We are now reaching a point where there's floating stat buffs. We have abilities that have floating damage reduction buffs, crit, all this extra stuff. So it's less difficult to fathom a scenario where a dud category could actually be carried by something decent, even if it's 1 or 2 characters. We've seen it happen. It's starting to happen more frequently. So characters from categories that you may consider to be bad ones may not actually be so bad as long as they're good. Battle of Gods. I saw a comment saying Battle of Gods wouldn't carry an anniversary. That depends. If the characters are good, it can. But maybe it seems less likely. I'm open to whatever they give us as long as it's good. So again, let me know in the comments what you think this is, because I got nothing besides Royal Blue and UI. Also, I do want to point out something else. Oh, and I totally forgot. It was a really good point too. Damn it. Balls! I forgot. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this 2 image. Do you think it means anything at all, or do you think it's just utter nonsense? Let me know your ideas, your theories on whatever the anniversary could be. Do you agree with my take that as long as the units are good, that's what matters in any celebration, let alone the anniversary? If you guys disagree, I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you literally know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.